Welcome to the Parent Pathways podcast from Trinity Episcopal School in Richmond, Virginia. In each short podcast, a faculty or staff member will answer parents' most asked questions, tell you a little bit about themselves, and share what they love about being a part of the Trinity community. I'm your host, Betsy Reid. Hi, welcome to our Parent Pathways podcast. And today we're lucky enough to have our school librarian with us, Spring Lavallee, who is going to share a little bit about the modern library today. I have to tell you, Spring, I hate to admit it, I'm the card catalog generation, right? I was shushed a lot as a child. Your job is very different in 2024, and we can see a little bit about your workspace and our library here at Trinity. What is a library in 2024?
That is a great question. It has absolutely evolved over the years, but some things always stay the same. Libraries are still committed to your First Amendment rights of free speech and freedom of information, but that information just looks a little bit different now. We are also community spaces. So in our library especially, you see a wide variety of resources that are available. We still have books, but we also have digital resources, databases, ebooks, subscriptions to news organizations. And in our library especially, we have a lot of people and things. We have our IT department, we have our math lab, we have our innovation lab, and all of that is housed here because it is a resource for our students. So it becomes kind of the center, the hub of the campus. I'm also not a quiet person, so my library is not a quiet library.
Okay. Well, there are a lot of happy kids in here doing work and feeling really comfortable doing it. So
thank you.
Kudos to you for creating the space for them. Also in the space is our Innovation Center. And I know that we have an initiative at Trinity called TRI, our Technology, Research, and Innovation.
Yes.
Tell me more about TRI for people who may not be familiar with what we're doing in that realm.
Yes, the TRI initiative really started with our 5-year plan. And initially, technology, research, and innovation all existed as separate entities here at Trinity. With this initiative, we've been investing in those 3 areas and bringing them together, creating some unity. So TRI is really about bringing our students into 21st century skills, making sure that they are prepared for the jobs and careers that they're going to move on to in the future. We've created our own curriculums, our own skills documents. Our teachers are being trained on those initiatives so that they can better incorporate technology, research, and innovation skills into their classroom. And we're trying to get into the classroom as much as possible to support our students and our staff. We've done some really exciting things. We did a really fun project last year with 9th grade.
Yes, I remember.
So fun, where we talked a lot about the innovation of language, and our students had to create their own word. We created a 9th grade dictionary, which was so fun. We've done some other really wonderful initiatives throughout campus as well. And we have some big things on the horizon this year. So we're doing some teacher trainings this year. We're really trying to support our staff in incorporating these skills into their classrooms. And we have some other exciting projects coming up. So lots on the horizon.
I want to ask you, I have parents and just friends of mine who will ask me as an English teacher, what are you all doing about AI? How does the modern student even write a paper now when you can just put it in and the machine can write it for you? How do we approach that problem? And I mean, there are opportunities with AI, of course. There are some limitations as with any new thing. What are we doing about it as a school?
That's a great question. Because we are an IB World School, we do follow IB's guidance on this topic. And the International Baccalaureate Organization has said that it's, as with everything, it's just so important to educate our students about the appropriate, honorable way to use tools such as AI. So in very specific terms here at Trinity, students may be exposed to AI, but it is in a very structured way. For most of our assignments, tests, assessments, students are expected to complete them the old-fashioned way because you really have to learn it before you can just expect a tool to do it for you. It's kind of like working on those multiplication tables before you get a calculator.
Right.
It's the same concept here, but occasionally they do have opportunities to explore AI and talk about the issues that come up with it, like privacy, bias, and environmental issues that come with utilizing a energy consumer like AI. But they also get to use it in a safe, monitored environment because it can be a very useful tool that they may use in the future. All of our AI use is centered around the discussion of honor. So we always talk about how AI as a tool can't do the work for you, but it can help you, and why we don't want AI to do the work for you for multiple reasons, right? So we do use it on occasion in a very structured, monitored way. And hopefully that will help expose our students to this tool while also helping them understand what they can and cannot do with it.
Right. Well, as an English teacher, I so appreciate that guidance and just our philosophy when it comes to taking on all of these new things that change every day. So I feel like our kids are getting a great message on that.
That's so true.
Spring, you wear so many hats here. You are a mother of a Titan.
Yes.
You are a great collaborator with teachers. You go in the classroom, you help with projects and all the things that teachers are working on. You're a club sponsor and just in general, just a fun person to be around. What is, I have to ask you though, what is your favorite thing about this community? What is it? This is your second year at Trinity.
It's my second year at Trinity.
So what is it that at the end of the day, you go home and you're like, oh, that was great today. What is it about our school?
There's so many good things here. It's easy to love Trinity, and as as an employee here, but also as a parent and a prospective parent, because my son is applying for 8th grade next year.
Wink, wink. Admissions.
Just hoping and praying. I think the thing that stood out to me from my very first moment on the Trinity campus and what I go home feeling every day is that people here are kind. We have so much kindness, we have so much love, so much helpfulness. The students are kind, the staff is kind, we support each other, we celebrate each other, and every single day I go home feeling so happy to be a part of it, because that's not true in every community. You know, there's a lot of negatives out there. We see them on the news, we see them out in the world, but at Trinity, we kind of live in this little kindness bubble.
We do.
It's a really special place to be. We're very lucky.
Okay, so kindness, research, study space, innovation. This is a pretty awesome place to be. It
is a really great place to be.
Thank you for spending some time today and listening to you talk about the library. Just makes me want to just come in here, and I think I'm going to come next hour and do some work in here. I like it.
I love that. Well, thanks for having me, Betsy. Love to have this conversation.
All right, thanks.